So I just got off work and I had to get this off my chest. And it's that the enemy for anybody, anywhere. It's not a race. It's not a color. It's tyranny. That's the enemy of the people. Tyranny. Anytime you see tyranny, you have to love it to dissolve it. You don't have to like it. Love and liking are two completely different things. And we use it incorrectly. When somebody says I love you, it just means they're attached to you. They have a deep sense of care for you. And they're attached to you through oxytocin. Love, the real love, is something that you feel and then you apply it to anything that needs love. That's the correct approach to it. So there's a great deal of taught self-hatred for a lot of us. A lot of us have been taught to hate ourselves, to dislike ourselves because of our gender, or our skin color, or whatever, right? Character traits, etc. Humanity will not go anywhere without feeling love for people and then applying it. Love is something, again, that you apply into things. You know, especially the things you dislike, that you reject, that you don't want anything to do with. That's the stuff that you really have to love. It's an action thing. You know, when you strongly dislike something, that just means that it needs love, either from you or you need to apply the love that you have in your heart. And if you don't have the pure love of God in your heart, which, again, very few people have accessed the raw, pure love of the absolute, or of love, or of God, right? So that doesn't mean that you don't have any care or empathy, or it just means that your energy systems, your memories, your levels of association, the levels of association that you have in your subconscious are all scratched up. You know, your memory systems are all scratched up, and you've been focusing on rejecting yourself throughout your life. So we have to start collectively as humans understanding what is truly valuable, right? What is value, right? What is actually valuable, right? You can have valuable experiences with money, and you can have valuable experiences without money, but it still has more value than the money itself. The experience itself always has more value than any trade, any monetary exchange that you can do, right? So we are so controlled by our sexual desires and our desire to be socially approved and or accepted, right? So that's one of the biggest pains that humans deal with, is that if you don't abide by the common thought and the common beliefs in your general area, you will be seen as an outcast, right? So, if you right now are still trying to figure yourself out and trying to apply love into your heart, you can. And it's about believing that the wisdom in the Bible and in religious scriptures, it's all about a personal experience. It's not about proving it to anybody else that you believe in God or not, or your own version of God, or this, that, or the other. It's not about that. It's about you and your relationship. You know, I first started calling God the universe, right? And I was like sort of bent on this idea, like, okay, God's just the universe. It's just that they labeled it God, right? So I started playing around with the different labels and things, and I wasn't hell-bent on defining things a certain way. I just wanted to figure out the truth. What is the truth of life, you know? What is the truth of reality? While I was in my pain, in my trauma, in my self-hatred, in my depression, in my lack of understanding, right? And so it's a template. It's like the Bible is like a map that you have to read it in the correct way to be able to understand what it's trying to tell you. Words are like maps, you know? So you have to look at it as something that you haven't found. Like, the truth is everywhere. The truth is in the Bible. It's in your knee. It's in your heart. It's everywhere. It's in that piece of rock, you know? And if you want to call the truth God, which in essence, we're talking about the absolute truth of whatever anything is, right? So when you talk about God and things, you have to talk about absolute values, sort of like in mathematics, absolute values. So eventually, humans will have to make the hard decision to escape. You know, it's not about not enjoying the physical things. It's not about not enjoying the beautiful aspects of life. It's not about not enjoying dancing or entertainment. It's not about not enjoying it. It's about stepping away from pleasure and understanding that there is things beyond physical pleasure that are pleasures that go beyond what you've ever felt. And it's really not pleasure, it's bliss. It's a level of bliss and comfort and safety that when you find your soul, when you really find your soul in your essence, in your being, that's when you understand the true purpose of yourself, the true meaning of life, you know, of love, of what am I supposed to do here? Everybody has always asked themselves this question: what am I supposed to do here? And we're all intelligent enough to realize that a lot of the things that we were told and shown are kind of bogus. We've known it for a long time. Are kind of, you know, it's like, but the desire for social approval can be it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. So, I will aid humanity in understanding, because it's enough, man. It's enough deaths, enough murders, enough evil, man. It's enough. Like, it's the earth is oversaturated with evil, and people are so lost. because there's nobody to show them how to be found. There's very few people. Yeah, anybody could figure it out for themselves, how to find themselves. Anybody can. It's just observation. But it takes a long time. It takes a long time. And sometimes it helps to have somebody that has accessed things and proven to some people that these things are in fact real without trickery, right? Without deception, right? So patience. We are all one. We're all one. We're all bound. We're all bound by the same space. So we have to respect each other. We have to learn respect. Respect comes from understanding the feeling of love. Love is the ultimate intelligence that anybody can have. The ultimate intelligence. Beyond IQ, beyond the brain. It's the ultimate intelligence anybody can have access to. So you'll always make the right decision for that particular moment. It doesn't mean that it's the best decision. It's the right decision for the lessons of whatever issue it is that you have there to be dissolved through love. Care for yourself, man. I'm still trying to care for myself, to really love myself. And I don't remind myself enough to truly love myself, to accept myself, and to keep learning. Take care, y'all.